Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this world. My name's Jade, and this is the Rant 100. That's right, 100 rants today. And a partridge in a pear tree. That's Oj. You thought I wasn't here, didn't you? Well, I am. Hello, my name's Jade, and this is The Rant, and I hope you're doing okay. Here we go, 100 rants in the bank. I want to thank Justine Kasprick for posting the link and sending people over to watch this little show. I was watching her the whole time, hanging out, but I wasn't in chat because some things. But we're not going to go into those right now because that's nothing to... Oh, look, all the weird names are back in the chat. Yay! We love that. Thank you, YouTube. Nice one. Boom! YouTube kicking it out the park again by fucking everybody's name up in the chat. Well done. Who knows what that's about? Shall we rant on that for a second? Oh, good God. In YouTube's desperate attempt to try and be Twitch, they've given us XP. And you know what? You can't even spend it on anything. It's not worth anything. It has no value. So it's kind of a nothing burger, isn't it? It's a bit of a waste of time. Just... I guess they're trying to make the chat look more colourful, or that's the template they're trying to go for. And, well, it's not working. I think people don't like it. I think it's a fail. Hopefully they'll roll it back. I think they should roll it back. I think it's a waste of time. And it's screwing everybody's name up so you can't copy people's names. And I can't work out who people are. First rant, bang, off the mark, done. Happy days. So this isn't really a rant today. It's a rant about all the other rants that we've ranted about. That's the idea, I guess. Let me try and work out who's who. Robbie Stingle, thank you. 100 rants today. Actually, it's not really. It's actually 99, but it's not. So if you look, I've got a playlist of all the rants here, and it says 99 up here, but it is 100. Unfortunately, one of the rants were removed from the from YouTube by me because there were I can't remember exactly what it was, but it happened like a year, maybe a year after the episode. I got some YouTube content. It was a takedown pretty much, and it was for some video clip, something that I played that went for, I don't know, about 11 seconds. I can't even remember what it was, and it just wasn't worth fighting it. It was just a pain in the ass, so I just went, you know what, delete it. So here we are at 99, but there's really 100, but one of them's been dismantled by YouTube for reasons that we can't understand. And I'm not going to blame the algorithm because, hey, the algorithm pretty much does its job. It watches what we do, it tries to cater to what we do, and it drives us down tunnels to keep us in the things that it thinks we like to do because of the stuff we click on. It's not a rocket science or anything. It's a thing that they've given us, and it sucks. And more and more we're losing human contact, aren't we? Hang on a minute, just let me talk to my robot girlfriend out the back. Hey, you fucking bitch! I'll be out there soon. I treat her with utter respect, trust me. Leela's in the house. Ali, hello. Hopefully I'll get everyone's names because it's weird. Thomas Christ, g'day, g'day. Joe Glenn, we've got, who else in the house? Gary Hubbs with all the eyes down. Barry Glenn. Paws and guitars. I love that Hubbs. I has pigeon, you has pigeon. We all has pigeon. We all have pigeon. I could listen to that all day. Does anyone else find the sound of pigeons relaxing? Or is that just me? It's just me, obviously. Nobody likes pigeons. They suck. Who else am I catching up with? This is Hugh. I can tell by the logo. It's ridiculous, man. What YouTube? What's going on? Pausing guitars. Fat Panda Cat. Hello. Russ. There's Russ. Russ is going on. Full rant series. If you want to go and watch them, we're going to run through some of them today. We're not going to watch them. Just talk about some of the things that I've covered because there's heaps of stuff. Yeah, there is heaps of stuff. There's so much to cover. And every week it seems like there's more and more to talk about because, I don't know, Jerry Gomes says, I've got a rant for you. How about the freaking surgeon takes a minute from his golf game to come discharge me from hospital? What the fuck? Fuck that, fuck that absolute and utter fucking I hope that helps. Does that help? Dell Music. What's going on, Dell? Yeah, hope you get out of there soon, Jerry. I don't want to go into a hospital, but I will soon. Maybe sooner than later with the way things are going today. But let's I think I got you all, got most of you. If I've missed you, it's because I can't fucking read properly today. I'm a little bit dizzy. There's that. So why did I start this show? That's what I wanted to talk about. So I had another episode planned. I've actually got 2 episodes planned for the next 2 weeks, and I kind of realized we're at 100, and I changed course. So the Rant's one of those shows where I can kind of do anything. That's why it was chosen. That's why we're here for this show that happens on Sunday for you, Monday for me every morning. And I decided that I needed some kind of show each week where I didn't have to review an app or adhere to a strict format of a show. I can just sit here, talk about a subject and get it off my chest, or something informative, because not all of them are like mindless rants like the one last week with me screaming and I lost 5 subscribers from it because, people like to say, I just want to have a conversation, and they don't. They really don't want to have a conversation. As soon as you shit on their worldview, they're very upset, even when that worldview is pretty fucked. That's what it is. But this was the show I had planned. The illustrious search for the perfect song. There I am with my scribe and my gold coins falling from the roof because, making music is the key to becoming rich. What's that? Oh, it's not. There you go. We actually have a new emoji in the chat, a gold coin emoji. If you are a member, there it is there. There's the gold coin emoji. Look at that. So because, making music makes money fall from the sky. That's the way it works. The other one I had planned, which will come in about 2 weeks' time, if I can find it, because it's that old, the thumbnail that I made is this one here. And we're going to do this not next week, the week after. This is about busking and how much busking had a big part in my musical career. I know, right? Why would that have a big part? Well, I think busking is one of the most important things a guitarist or singer can partake in, should partake in at least once. Why do I think that? Because, well, playing gigs, you never know who you're playing to, and you can't pick your audiences. And sometimes your audiences are going to be absolute fucking that one. Right? So you can't pick your audiences. So you've got to be able to cope when you perform and somebody's a prick to you, or people are ignoring you while you're playing. And busking really helps with that because you just have this endless stream of people walking by you, and it feels like you're actually sometimes singing to nobody, even though you're surrounded by people. And it really helps, I think, with dealing with that shit. Hello, who have I missed? Forest of the Wolf. G'day, Forest of the Wolf, Mark. All right, so, let's get back, rewind a little bit, why I started doing this. It's Pole Vault here. Why can't I see his name? I know why, because YouTube fucked up all the names. They fucked all the names. And I can't even, there's Jenny as well. Holy shit. Why can't I even see Pole Vault? I can't even see him. Oh, YouTube. What is going on? His name's not even here. Oh, there he is. I see him. He's dead, pole vault. Oh, also, Mr. Smith just got 1,000 subs. Can you fucking believe it? Holy shit. Yeah, you go wash off the filth. That won't make sense unless I got the comment up there. Yeah, go wash off the filth. Yeah, filthy fucking mask wearing drummer thing. Mr. Smith will be, he gifted me a sub while I'm chewing his butthole. Thank you, Mr. Smith. And Jerdish. What's a Jerdish? I don't. Fuck these names. They're fucked. Polvol, good to see you. Perky, what's going on? Hey. So look, this show. I'll tell you the truth, right? I started this thing because I just wanted to talk shit, and then after I did the first episode, lots of people came, and I was like, shit. Why do people want to come and listen to me talk a lot of shit? And so I just like went with it. You know, when something happens, it's like lightning strikes. You don't question it. If people came to watch something, then you just, all right, well, that's what people want. I take a lot of inspiration from the WWE. You may know that. Yes, every punch you see on this show, like that one, see, absolutely fake and scripted, right? So I love the WWE so much. But what I take away from the WWE is I can't remember. Oh, this is not getting good. This is not getting good. What is going on with my brain today? All right. So, yeah, lightning strikes. There we go. That's what it was. What happens in the WWE, sometimes, well, pretty much the crowd is the WWE, right? So you got all these performers, you got pyrotechnics, you got lighting, TV, all this stuff that makes the WWE seem so big and spectacular. But when it comes down to it, it's the crowd, the beer-swilling, brain-dead yobbos who go there and half of them think it's real and the other half are marks who try to work out the wrestling before it's finished. But the thing is, why do stars make it big in the WWE? It's because the crowd decides. Yeah? The crowd decides. There's been so many times where they've tried to make a wrestler a bad guy and they've come out week after week and the crowd just goes, no, we love you. You're a good guy. And the WWE normally has to bend the knee like Tim Cook and go, all right, we'll make him a good guy. Because the audience controls the show. And it's the same as YouTube. If you do something that people engage with, then you should do more of it. And that's how this started. What a long way to get to that point. Fuck me. Wild. How do we get there? Did I see Sunshine Archer in the chat? She performed really fantastic at G-May's Summer Fun Fest. Is that what it was called? I think it was, yes. I was there. I should know. So there's that. But, so we kicked this thing off. And funny enough, the first show, which I did here for the Rant, back in, I don't know when it was. It doesn't tell me a date. But it was, in fact, crazily enough, all the gear and no idea. And I heard Mr. Smith say that today on Justine's stream. And I'm like, fuck, funny enough, that is the first show that we did here on the Rant. Because it's true, all the gear and no idea. Why? Because you see so many people on YouTube, so many of these... if you follow technology for music, gear and all that kind of stuff, you will have seen this thing that happens, right? So just say we're talking about this, the IK Multimedia Tonex pedal. Just say we're talking about this thing right here, this wonderful guitar pedal by IK Multimedia. What happens is companies make the thing and then they get it ready to mass produce, they box it, and then they send it out to all these people. They send it out to all these people like me. I guess they call us influencers, whatever that is. But what they do is they send these products out and then you've got to hold on to it. You have to sign a confidentiality agreement. So you're not allowed to talk about it for the next month or month and a half. And you're holding onto this thing, you're playing around with it. And then what happens is the company drops a press release. And once that press release goes live, then every single person who's been sent one of these things drops their video all at the same time. So if you're in your YouTube feed, you're watching and all of a sudden you see 30 different videos saying the new pedal's out, because everybody's under an NDA and no one's allowed to talk about it until then. So that ties into all the gear and no idea. We're constantly bombarded with, you need to have this thing. You got to have this thing. You have to have this thing or you just won't be able to make music. Forget the fact that people have been making music for, I don't know, for fucking ever. But if you don't have this one, it's all over. You may as well just start writing AI music. Or get somebody else to make your music. I don't know, whatever. So that was the first episode, was all the gear and no idea. Yes, sometimes pausing guitars. Only a couple of times the company has asked for the gear back. So for that question, I broke 1 million views. I'm not an influencer. I just suck up to the right people. But most gear you get to keep. Most of that stuff up there has been sent to, not all of it, probably half of it. But some gear, like which one did this thing, I'll show you. This thing here, covered in dust. Should I show this on camera? Oh, you won't see it. We'll hold it back so you can't see the dust. This little thing here, this is a artillery, what is it, mini microfuse or whatever it is. They sent this out to me to review and they wanted it back. They actually wanted it back. So I would have had to send it all the way back to Europe. And I was like, you know what? Is there any pathway to buying it? And they gave me a 50% discount. So I ended up buying it. But yeah, it's not like, not all the stuff you get you have to give back. Most stuff. The thing is, here's something that's really, that you probably didn't know. When you do get sent gear, you can't sell it. I'm sure people do it, but legally you really can't, you shouldn't sell it. And here's the reason why. Hey, Justine, thank you. I was just saying, I was there today watching but setting up and saw Mr. Smith get 1,000 subs and E-Urban get 50 subs. So well done for bringing it to the musicians, because that's what that's what this community was based on. Remember those days 2 years ago? It was all just musicians and so less drama. But that's another story. But with gear, you're actually not allowed to sell it with a lot of companies. And it's in the agreement. And I'll tell you why you're not allowed to sell the gear. Not because, they don't want you to make profiteer off it. It's in case the gear you have, say just that keyboard I showed you, it gets a hardware update. USB, so you have to plug it in and update the firmware. They may want you to do another show on it. So that's the reason. And if they contact you and say, hey, g'day, we just had a massive firmware update. We added all these new features to that new thing that we sent you so it's all been updated. Can you do a show? And you turn around and go, oh, yeah, I think I sold it. It's not going to be good. They're never going to do business with you again. So that is one of the most important things is you shouldn't sell the shit if they're giving it to you for free, just in case they come back. But I'm sure there's people who go against that. So that was our first episode. That was a long rant for one episode. Achievement unlocked. I remember this one. This one was about time management and trying to, gamify your life, give yourself treats like a dog. So if you do something good for yourself, but try and knock off all the things that you want to do and try and gamify it. If you're struggling, just doing the things. That's what we talked about in this one. Here's a favorite one of mine, the energy vampires. Does everyone remember this episode? The thing is, there's so many of these, you forget what we talked about. And I often do too, and probably have done multiple episodes of the same thing, because time is a bastard when you're old. You can't remember anything. But the energy vampires, we all know energy vampires, man. They just, they're like those creatures from The Empire Strikes Back when the Millennium Falcon gets stuck on that little comet, that little crater thing that they go and hide from the Imperials. And there's those creatures that suck the energy out of the power couplings. Yeah, man, those people exist. And they're just waiting around every corner, just waiting to suck the energy out of you, just to suck you dry. What? I'm sure you've come across them. They're just parasites. They just want to. It's like they want to bring you down to their level, and they work in such unmysterious ways. You know how they work? They work in private messages, and they create little gangs, and they create these little groups of people that come around, and maybe can we find for Hugh an energy vampire that looks like Selma Hayek? She can go and suck his energy. What do you think of that, Hugh? Can we sort that out for Hugh? Yesterday, Hugh was in a chat with me, and he was like, can somebody create an AI Selma Hayek for me? And I obliged because because I'm that kind of person. There you go. And now I'm publicly showing it to everybody, Hugh. Oh, God. What is this show? Why are you people watching this? Hello, Garage Band covers. What's going on? Look at that picture. Damn, Hugh. Look, she's even got guitars as well, and very neat writing. Very neat writing. Bird, hello. Yoo-hoo, hello. We've got stupid names in the chat because YouTube's fucked up everyone's nickname today. You might need a medic. Can we get some help for Hugh, please? A bit of help for Hugh. Who wants to give Hugh mouth to mouth? Ali? Hang on, where's Rhett? I think Rhett would be better. All right, going back through some more episodes, we have talked about things like we've talked about leaving it on the field. Leaving it on the field, man. Rhodey, hello. What is leaving it on the field? That is talking about performance, yeah? I would love to talk more about this, do another kind of rant on this. I was watching Chris Lane Sr. the other day, and look, we're all like this, yeah? We all go to these performances. We all perform here on YouTube. We all do things like GMAs, festivals and all stuff like that. And many of us put a lot of work into that 20 minutes we may get on GMA or whatever it is, and we try and get our sound right, and we try and get all these things organized so we sound good and we create a moment, yeah? And that's what leaving it on the field, that's what that episode was all about. Getting, not only is the music important and having your shit down, having your sound down, but creating moments, creating a performance that leaves people wanting more, stepping out of yourself during those 20 minutes, leaving your old nervous bullshit fucking brain tormenting self that tells you all the time you suck, you can't do this, nobody's going to like you, being able to shut that down, fuck that off over there, perform and do things that you didn't believe you could do. And it's easier than what you think. It is actually easier than what you think because we've all had those moments writing music, performing music, where you're so into it, you're just so like recording music, playing music, learning a song, you're so into it, everything else just is gone and it disappears. And that's what live performance is as well too. Excuse me. Also, like I think we talked about in that episode too, like butterflies and nerves and how important they are. I tell you, I always think it's a worry when you see somebody go on stage and they're just like, yep, not nervous, good to go, ready to go. And I just think, really, you should be nervous, man. That's part of the thing. That's the thing that crawls up inside you and explodes and helps you be more than what you normally are. Because that's, performance and music is so much more than just a few chords and singing and melodies. It's about suspending disbelief and creating moments. Again, WWE, their whole philosophy is creating moments, creating moments. They set up a storyline that goes for 3-4 months, sometimes a year, even 2 years. And there's a payoff. There's something that happens that you just go, wait, what the fuck? And why is that? Because the planning's there, all the stuff's been written, everything's good, everyone knows their part, and then all you've got to do is let yourself disappear into the moment and just go boom. Let it happen. And you'll surprise yourself. So the thing is, I mean, you can sort out all the sound, all the mic sound, the guitar sound, everything sounds perfect. But if you just sit there and you're a fucking stunned mullet, it's not very memorable, is it? So that's what that show was about. I'm going through a Pokemon. Look, this is a catchphrase on this show. Apps aren't Pokemon. Even though every day on this show, I sit here and, not every day, and we talk about apps for iPad, not only iPad, for iOS. A lot of the apps on iOS now work on desktop and Mac. But the point is, and I've said this from day one on this show, apps aren't Pokemon. You don't need them. You can collect them. That's fun. But you actually don't need them to make music. You really don't need them. You can want them, you can have them, you can use them, and there's going to be a lot of good stuff that comes from using them. But the thing is, in this new consumer world that we live in, where it's just buy, everything's buy. And even when you turn off the microphones on Facebook and say, you're not going to listen to me anymore, they're going to find a way to sell you stuff, and you don't need it. Yeah, it's okay to want it, and it's okay to have it, but most of the time you won't need it. You've already got the things in front of you to make your best music. Too good to be true. This is another episode here. I have no idea what this was about. See, this is another thing, folks. When you label shit, label your videos so you actually know what they're about. Don't be me. All right, this one was about bullshit scams. Bullshit scams, and you've all had them, yeah? You've all had the scams where you get the emails telling you, hey, I heard your music. I think we could do business. I really like your music. Hey, have you considered SEO on your website? Hey, can I help you with this? Hey, can I buy you some subs and views? We've all had them, yeah? And you know what? Most of the time you get them, it's too good to be true. And I can tell you this, for like most people would know a place like Reverb Nation. If you're releasing music, Reverb Nation, it's been around for a very long time. And there's heaps of websites like this that promise you the fucking earth. You pay us some money and we'll get your music to top producers. And all these people are going, I can listen to your music. Guess what? It's fucking bullshit. It's lies. It's a scam. You're being scammed. It just is what it is. Tell me, how many successful artists, really, in the world have you ever heard of where their story, when they're being interviewed, go, well, you never know. I just put my music up on Reverb Nation and I paid the $150 fucking 1 year annual fee, and all these record labels just came running. It's because it doesn't happen. It's bullshit. Listen, what those things are just a glorified battle of the bands. And if you've ever played a battle of the bands, which I'm sure many of you have, and you may have won a battle of the bands, but most of the time you would have lost a battle of the bands. And when you're young and you lose something like that, it's like, oh, fuck, I really thought we were better than that shit band that won. Well, you work out that it's not about the music, is it? It's about how many people that band bought. And it's the same thing with this kind of shit, with these websites that promise you the fucking world. We're going to get your stuff out to these record labels. Yeah. So it's absolutely a scam. There's been companies all over the world doing this. And it started with, hey, we have these huge annual fucking events where all these record labels are. You pay us, we'll take your music and we'll play it to these people. And you wouldn't see any video evidence of this shit, right? You just, okay, take my money. Oh, damn, nobody liked my music. It's because it's a rort. It's absolutely a rort. That's the way it works. Whenever there's like a way to do something, there's always somebody out there willing to fuck it up. All right. It's like this AI bullshit that we're going through at the moment with AI music. Yeah. And how there's a whole mass of bands on Spotify who are doing really well. That band that we did a show on, we did a rant show on this even, yeah. So hell, this was pretty recent. What was that? We did an episode on fake music. This one here, where we talked about this Velvet Sundown band who, at the time when I did this, had 800,000 streams on YouTube, right? And everybody was covering this on YouTube, this AI bullshit band. Everyone's covering it, so you would start to think, well, maybe this is going to bomb and everyone's going to stop listening to them. As of yesterday, 2.5 million views. So it's obviously not working because this is where we're going with music. The labels want to go AI. They don't need us anymore. We are a pain in the ass to labels. If you don't think any different to that, I don't know what to tell you. Like, do you realize how difficult it is to work with us? Meat bags, our such emotional, meat bags that have so many complex things going on in our heads and situations, and compared to put in a prompt and you're done. You can see why the industry's, and you've got more people using AI to make music. And even here in this community, we have musicians who are getting their music played and they're hiding it. They're deceiving. They're actually saying to everybody, no, I made this. And it's like, no, you didn't. You actually didn't. And it's not only happening here, it's happening like, think about this. There's so many groups across Facebook and Reddit, so many places where people can get together to talk about writing songs, creating music. And this is a big thing in nearly every forum at the moment. It's like, well, who's this? Is this a real person? Is this not? And it's creating this untrusting side effect again for musicians that we're all starting to side eye each other and go, oh, hang on a minute, what's going on? Is this real or is this fake? And that's a really dangerous situation to be in, especially because like we're all fucking in the same boat. We're all musicians and we all just love to play music. And for the most part, around this little YouTube community, we do support each other. But AI music is creating side eye, and I don't like it. I don't like being a part of this. I forget who actually said this, but I've stolen it. I think it was Thomas Christ. Thomas Christ said this. I don't want to be a detective. That's not what I signed up for. I'm just here to make some music, hopefully teach some people some stuff. I don't want to sit here wasting my day going, is that real or is that AI? But it's relevant because I don't want to give time to somebody who's too fucking lazy to actually learn how to make music. Go fuck yourself. You're a fucking waste of time. All right? That AI stuff can't do anything new. Well, that's it. It's fed on our music, isn't it? You're not going to get anything new out of it when it's just fed off our stuff. It's regurgitating all our stuff. But then we've been regurgitating our own stuff forever. You know, is it real or is it Memorex? Is it now? Is it real or is it? Yeah, it's a pain in the ass, and I fucking can't stand that we have to do it. Back to the Future. Look, I'll ask you guys. Let's do this. We're at our halfway point. So I got to do this. We'll run our ad every day. Not every day because I forget all the time because of my brain. I run an ad, and I'll run it now. You may or may not get an ad. But I have to run it because the thing. You rock Columbo. AI music sucks. It really does. But yeah, there's many shows here on the Rant playlist about AI if you want to dig into it. Some facts, a lot of facts about AI. Because these shows aren't just me ranting all the time. Sometimes there's some really valuable information. Hopefully, like we've done stuff on publishing your music. ASCAP, we've done stuff on branding in these rants. So they're not just me bitching all the time. There's a lot of positive stuff in here as well about perfection and that it doesn't exist and striving for it's kind of ridiculous. I'm just going through some of the videos here. You're not alone. I think this one was, what was this one? See, stupid titles. Mental health, physical health. Sometimes it feels like we're in a constant battle with our brains. So just reminding people that we are all traveling around along the same river, maybe with different oars and different life jackets, and some without life jackets, like me today. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. What was this one about? And another reason I wanted to do this today was ask you guys, like, are you happy with the way this is going? And if you have suggestions for a rant or something, you can always hit me up in the comments. Hey, I don't want to hear that. What have we got here? I've struggled. This one was on anger issues. Yeah, I've tried to confront a lot of subjects that a lot of people won't, right? Because if no one else is going to do it, well, I'll just take it. Like, I already live in a world where every day I'm nature's punching bag because, hey, I'm trans. Guess what? I'm fucking up the whole world, me and all my comrades. But yeah, that's another story. So just keep murdering us. It's all good. Oh yeah, that was this episode. Stop killing us. I don't know how much more I can, say it. Stop killing people. Stop being a cunt. We covered the music industry. We covered anger. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. What else we got? We even did a show, I swear to fuck. Are you ready for this? And if you missed it, it's really good. We did a show on linen. There he is. Doug Kidder's in the house. Doug Kidder is appearing this week on The Interview. So if you loved the interview that he did on Frank Terzo's Community Pulse, well, come along this week because it's going to get juicier, right? So Doug Kidder will be on the show this week. We did a show, here is seriously, on pillows, doonas, sheets, thread counts, and all of this. And when I put this show up, I was like, this is stupid. Nobody's going to watch this thing. And you know, it was one of the most popular ones at the time because I know it sounds weird, but as a musician, all of the things around us matter. Yeah? Health, state of mind, the way we eat, what we eat. Are we walking enough? Are we drinking enough water? Are we getting a good night's sleep? All of this stuff all adds up to being better at everything, yeah? If you're doing all these things, then you should really be better. So sleeping and pillows and all that stuff, it's something that you won't see many people talk about. So that was another reason why we did that. I don't think we did an episode on... Did we do an episode on baby seals? Or was that in another dimension? I can't fucking remember. What dimension was that in, Pole Vault? Was that the one where we did a John Travolta and Baby Seals duet show? See? We even did this one. You are what you eat. Right? Because I care. I care about what you guys eat. Listen, I'm not going to lie. If I was at all of your houses, I would go through your shit and your bins to make sure you're eating okay. I promise I would. I'll do that for you. But no, what you eat is fucking very important. It is. If you're fucking throwing junk in and crap in, then guess what? Crap's coming out. And most likely everything else you do is crap coming out as well too. Yeah. It makes sense. Yeah. All right. I'll look at it this way. If you take a meat grinder, right, the old thing where you wind it and you put the meat in and it comes out the other side like minced meat, if you're doing that, and you put a piece of horse shit in there, it's not going to come out as steak. I'm just putting it out there. I could be wrong. If you'd like me to do an episode where we take a meat grinder and a piece of horse shit and put it through and see if it turns into something delicious, let me know in the comments below. All right? I'm not invited. What? Well, that's, how dare you get out? Somebody put that pookie into timeout. Oh, dear. Oh, I've got to do this too because I keep forgetting about it. Oh, yeah. Hit the like and the subscribe and do the share. There's a website. I've got a Patreon if you'd like to join the Patreon. There's a Facebook page. How many buttons do I have here? And I've got a website. And if you'd like to super chat or super sticker, you can as well. Up to you, or a donation. There we go. We've covered all that stuff. Community standards. This was a fun one. If I can remember what it was about. Just give me a second. What did we talk about here? This one. Community standards, episode 26. I'll be discussing policies regarding community standards across social and social media communities online. And that's what we did. We broke down. We had a look at the TOS, the terms of service, to talk about the way community standards are run. Because I don't know if you remember this, but I pretty much almost lost my channel due to getting taken down for community standards. And there's music playing. John Travolta had nothing to do with... well, I don't know. I can see everyone saying hi to Moby Pixel, but because YouTube's fucking chat is fucked. So I'll just say hi, Moby. Hi, Pete Johns. Hello. Man, I can't wait till they bring back my normal chat, whenever that is. But community standards. Yes, community standards. Almost lost my channel. And how did that happen, you ask? Do you want to remember that story? It was a horrible fucking story. I released a song, and in the song the song was about hateful people being hateful to people, and using religion and power to be corrupt and hate people. And I wrote a song about it. I showed you the process of making the song. I released the song, and then I released a video clip, and then my channel got taken down. I got a community standards strike, and I thought it was because of the video clip. So I removed the video clip, and then a day later, or whatever, a week later, once I got my channel back, they took me down again. And it was a nightmare. And it turned out what it was I had used a line of audio about a priest threatening to kill all gay people. And they took that as me promoting it. But you know what the irony is? The song is still available on YouTube Music. So I guess... fucking stupid. It was a really horrible time. So I think that's what drove the community standards thing. I think it was. Other shows. Practice makes professional. Yeah. You want to get good? Fucking practice. Practice. Don't fucking use AI. Don't get other people to do everything. Just fucking practice. You know what? People just get good because they practice. That's it. That's the only way people get good. There's no shortcut around it. You can bullshit your way through it, but people will work out that you fucking aren't a musician. You're faking the whole thing. That's the way it works. Come here. But Irish food is shit. There's a reason we're known for building bombs and not baking brownies. Wow. Hateful people can't help being hated. Yes, indeed. The Lord's name in vain. I love the Lord's name in vain. Tremor Bear, hello to you. So today's show, this is just, it's turned into a rant, hasn't it? There's lots of little ranty things in there. We got shows like Work-Life Balance, Unleash the Dickhead. Here's a good name for a song, just as Pole Vault wrote Scott Baio's name. That's some timing right there. Unleash the Dickhead. And you're probably thinking, why is that your title of that? Because it's something you should do. Release the inner dickhead. Be dickheadish. But not dickheadish in a bad way where you fuck people over and you leave people worse off than before. That's the worst kind of dickhead to be, yeah? Because you can be a dickhead and leave people in a better place than before. Exactly. So you can. E-Urban, 50 subscribers. Well done. I was there. I witnessed it live. What else? The digital distribution dilemma. So another show here we did about digital distribution, the pros, the cons. Is this the end? Well, this was a clickbaity one, wasn't it? What is it? We have all invested hours and minutes into, we can all agree there's nothing worse than it. Oh, right, yeah. A crappy ending to things, yeah? I'm sure many of you can feel this. The end, the crappy endings to things. Make sure you don't have a crappy ending. Have a plan. Come up with something cool. If you're going to get people to invest in your thing, don't end it shitty. Doors of deception. We covered doors. How, a door is a door is a door is a door unless it's a fucking window. People are nuts. This one. People are fucking nuts. I guess this goes down to come on, who's had them? Those wonderful comments from people that are so fucking, you don't even know how to answer them. Anyone else get those comments? As a tutorial channel, right? I can't tell you how many times, and Pete would know this doing tutorials, how many people will leave a comment and go, yeah, but you didn't cover this thing. And then you watch your video back and you did cover it. It's just, you know what it is? They just didn't fucking watch it. And they can't be fucked watching it because, the time is valuable. And what's that over there? Sorry, my attention got skewed. That they don't actually want to watch the video. They just want to leave a comment and get you to explain it and make them feel fucking special. I swear to God. Whenever I see that kind of thing, I just think, no, dude, you just haven't left home yet. And you just need somebody to mother you through every fucking goddamn decision. If you kept watching the video for another 3 minutes, you would have got the answer. But no, you've got to come in and demand that the answer be written to you personally because you know what? Everything's about fucking you. Because that's where we're at, isn't it? Everyone needs to be fucking me. And yes, we are all special. But fuck, man, not at the detriment of somebody else. I didn't cover rants. I'm doing it now. What are you talking about? This is the rant that ends all rants. This is the Sauron of rants. Let me turn my face into a giant glowing vagina. Did you think that when you watched Lord of the Rings pole vault? I'll ask you personally because you probably did. I just saw it. When the first time I saw Starr, I was like, Sauron, that's just a giant flaming vagina. I'm not scared of that. I'm literally not scared of it. I'd like to take it out for dinner, see how we go, see if there's a connection. Yeah. So we covered, man, I'm only halfway through this shit, but this is the best you're going to get today. No, this isn't the best you're going to get today. I'm going to dump you over at Pete John's in about 11 minutes' time. And he's going to be playing a whole bunch of your music on Your Music Live, ironically. And I'll dump you over there. I should tell you what's coming up on the show. Tomorrow we're doing a LumaFusion thing. LumaFusion's just dropped 5.3. And boy, do they have some amazing new tricks up their sleeve. So we'll cover that tomorrow here on the show. And I should announce this now. For the members here on this channel, which is, there's many of you, thank you for becoming a member. If you haven't already, we're going to kick off our first members only show this week where fucking Ted here, that's Ted. Ted, he's a bouncer. His name's Ted. And when no one else is around, he loves to meet up with other men and give them head. That's all I've got today. It's too early. But there's Ted. So if you want to come along to the members only show this week, I have no idea what's going to happen, but it's probably going to be stupid because, that's how we go. Eduardo, yes. See? Gary knows his full name. Very strange. Why you know that. Let's come back over here. Are there any other things? Oh, yeah. Look, you may think I'm woke. which I am, because I certainly don't walk in front of traffic with my eyes closed. But we did this episode, The Danger of Comedy, yeah? Because comedy has been under attack for a very, very long time. And some comedy, rightly so. Because here's the deal. With comedians, you either tell jokes for laughs or you tell jokes for applause. Now think about that, right? If you've ever done stand-up comedy, now I've done stand-up comedy and done the Melbourne Comedy Festival, a whole bunch of, many festivals doing stand-up and certain things. And if you are doing comedy for laughs, then you're doing it right. If you're doing comedy for applause, then you've lost the idea of comedy, and you've actually started to go down the path of you're a woke piece of shit yourself, right? You're trying to get applause for your belief system instead of just being funny about stuff. Because you know what? Comedy's hard, because comedy is pointing out the things that make us different and the weird things that we do, right? And most of the time, it's one of the only forms of entertainment out there that is telling the truth. And that's why it hurts some people, because the truth does hurt, right? It does hurt. And that's why comedy has lasted so long. It was a bit different back in the old days, because if you were a court jester and you'd been with the king for a long time, you'd been entertaining the king, and he was like, "Bravo, court jester." And then one day he went, "Ha, ha, ha, ha." And the king's a bit of a tosser. And you're thinking, he's going to love that. Well, it wasn't like today where you just get like pretend cancelled, right? Back then you got your head chopped off. Completely different. I'd love to talk to some of these comedians now who get really upset. I've been cancelled. It's like, yeah, but you still get your head cunt, so relax. Relax! Can't wait to comment on Jade's upcoming LumaFusion video so you can tell my person. Please do that, Gary. A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush was one of the other episodes we did here. And look at that amazing thumbnail. Can you see that? Look at that amazing thumbnail. Totally fucking wild stuff. Yeah, permanently cancelled. What was this episode about? It was about, I'll be ranting about the amazing tools that have come to today's modern doors. We are bombarded by many, see, starting to repeat myself. The future of iPad. We've got how important drums are. See, Mr. Smith, this is a Mr. Smith inspired video, how important drums are. Because, god damn, you take a song and then you do your own drums, and then you get Mr. Smith come along and put the drums on top. You go, holy fuck. A bird's bush in my hand's worth what? Jesus. Right, cancelled. Cancelled. It's over. Get out. I think I've already done a show on subscriptions too. I feel like that's another thing that we need to talk about again, because fuck me. Let's just have a chat about it now. Does anyone remember 2 years ago when subscriptions were like, I don't know, $9 and stuff? And you if you had a website, it was like $18 a month. How the fuck in the last 2 years has my website now cost me $45 a year? Can somebody answer this? In 2 years, what happened? The website is exactly the same. The tools are exactly the same. But now instead of $18, I'm paying $40 odd. What is going on? I thought these tariffs were only going to affect actual real things that you imported. Fuck me. It is just getting bonkers. Streaming services. Fucking everything going up. You want to hear a funny... We'll go out on this. I find this utterly ridiculous. So, Netflix. WWE moved their streaming to Netflix this year. And I have a paid Netflix account so I can watch WWE. And I don't want to see ads. I pay for the new tier that has no ads. Like we needed it. But the irony is, other people pay for the one without ads. So they put ads in the show. And then the person that doesn't have ads has to sit through this thing that isn't an ad. It's just a promo of a bunch of wrestlers in slow-mo for 3 fucking minutes. I thought I had the ad-free tier. And I know if I complained, they would go, but you're not getting ads. We've made promo packages for you to watch while other people are getting ads. It's still fucking not the show that I'm watching. It's a fucking ad. Oh, man, it infuriates me so much. And the price has gone up for it too. It's just fucking ridiculous. It really is. Speaking of negating the negative, here was another good show if you want to watch this one. Negate the negative. Really. I think this one was about, removing yourself from circles of people that are just, I'm sure in the last year or so, you've experienced this around here. People that don't want to, aren't musicians and just want to be around and talk shit and start bullshit fights. Negative people whose whole existences revolve around drama and, oh, good God, please, if that is you and you're out there, please, fuck off! Go somewhere else. We're tired of it. You know what? We're just a bunch of musicians who just love supporting each other and just making our craft and just talking to each other about music and sharing our accomplishments. And we all know that we're not going to make it big. And we're not expecting to make it big. We just love what we do and we love to be passionate about it. But if you're not for that, you're just here to talk shit and start bullshit fucking drama rumors, we ain't got time for you. Bye. That's the perfect way to end this show, right? Absolutely. Fuck off. Really. And if you're going to talk shit about me, say it to my face. That's the end of the show, folks. That has been episode 100 of The Rant. Okay? I've got Pete Johns coming up next. I'm going to dump you over there. Tomorrow we're looking at LumaFusion. It's going to be lots of fun. We got Doug Kidder coming on for an interview. Lots of cool stuff for the rest of this week. You know the deal. I love you lots. Do the things that make you happy. Thank you for supporting me in this channel for all these years. Oh, I've got dreadlocks flying everywhere. As Pete John says, take care of yourself and take care of people and things. And just have a good time and don't be a cunt. All right. Love you lots. We'll see you tomorrow. See you at Pete's. Let's